Most people believe silence means weakness. They assume that if you do not speak, you are yielding ground, losing control, or allowing others to dominate the moment. Yet the warriors who survived the longest, endured the most pressure, and held the deepest authority understood the opposite. Silence was not the absence of power, but its containment, and those who mastered it became unreadable, unmovable, and difficult to defeat. In the world of Bushido, not every weapon was carried in the hand. Some were cultivated inside the body, trained quietly over years of restraint. Zen monks and samurai learned early that words leak energy, emotion, and intention. Miyamoto Musashi rarely explained himself, not because he lacked thought, but because explanation weakens presence. Silence preserved clarity, and clarity shaped action. There was a man living in the modern world who felt constantly misunderstood. When tension appeared, he defended himself immediately. When challenged, he rushed to explain his motives. When uncomfortable, he filled the space with words, believing silence would expose him. Yet each explanation left him feeling smaller, as if his authority dissolved the moment he tried to protect it. The samurai understood that speech reveals position before action ever does. In Zen training, students were taught to sit in silence, not to suppress thought, but to observe it without releasing it. Each unspoken reaction strengthened internal order. The man began to notice that every time he spoke to relieve tension, the tension returned stronger, demanding another release. Silence, though uncomfortable, did not feed the cycle. Musashi lived deliberately distant from social noise, not out of arrogance, but discipline. He believed that when a man speaks unnecessarily, he places his inner state in the hands of others. The man studied this and began to experiment. He allowed moments to pass without response, allowed accusations to remain unanswered, and allowed discomfort to exist without narration. At first, this felt like surrender. Over time, the man noticed something change. The urge to explain weakened, and his mind stopped racing to fill empty space. Silence became a boundary rather than a void. Zen teaches that still water reflects clearly, while disturbed water reveals nothing. By withholding speech, he protected his attention, his energy, and his position. The samurai never wasted words because words create openings. When nothing is revealed, nothing can be used against you. The man found that fewer arguments reached him, fewer opinions unsettled him, and fewer emotions escaped without his consent. His presence grew heavier, not louder. Others began to adjust to him instead of the reverse. Bushido was not built on expression, but restraint. The man no longer needed to win conversations because he no longer sought validation through response. Silence reshaped his identity from reactive to grounded. Each quiet moment reinforced self-mastery, teaching his body that calm did not require explanation. In the end, silence reveals itself as a weapon because it removes leverage from the world. What is not spoken cannot be challenged, corrected, or weakened. The samurai understood that strength held privately endures longer than strength displayed. When a man learns to stand quietly, his presence alone becomes enough.